definitely need better shoes.
You were bleeding out coming up here without noticing. Imagine standing in this multi-peak mountain range, Montserrat, near Barcelona. As you reach this beautiful place by cable car and are amazed by the views from up there, you might find yourself thinking how amazing it would be to climb up there. This was exactly what we thought. We are Carluvi and Sebastian, and this is the story of our first adventure. My name is Carluvi. I am a semi-experienced hiker who once conquered 400 kilometers of the Northern Way and reached Santiago de Compostela in 20 days. And this is Sebastian, relatively new to multi-day hikes, but always up for a walk in the nature. Our goal, a 3-day hike in St. James Way. From Manresa to Montserrat to Igualada, a total of around 65 kilometers. With no previous training, no fancy gear, and ready for the adventure, we wonder how hard can it be? Day 1. A hike from Manresa to Montserrat. We decided to use Outdoor Active to guide our adventure. Day 1 started in Manresa, and from there we had almost 24 kilometers hike to Montserrat, and some meters uphill, of course. We don't live in Manresa, so our first task was to get there. We have a railway station near our place. We only needed to get there, to Cornellà Riera. At 6:15 in the morning, we left home with the fanciest hiking gear we have and with plenty of time to catch the train. We have done that walk many times. It was an easy peasy 20 minutes walk. It was our neighborhood, so we knew what we were doing, or at least we thought that. We knew that if we didn't catch that train, we needed to wait 1 hour for the next one. But guess what? We failed with the very first task of the day. We continued walking, and after realizing our failure, we found our way back and reached Cornellà Riera on time. Well, I have to confess that Sebastian ran to the station to buy the ticket. I am a very slow runner, but we made it on time. We caught the train, and now we were on our way to Manresa. We were enjoying our journey until Sebastian noticed something interesting. Duolingo is giving us some tips for our adventure. What do you think, Amor?
I don't know. Do you know something that we don't know?
Maybe. Definitely gossiping. Enough with the talking. So I will let you now enjoy our adventure. So, it's 8:01.
8:01.
And we are maybe ready for our first walking.
The sun is finally showing its face.
That's good.
How do you feel?
Cold. But only my eyes. The rest is warm.
We're not expecting it to be -4 degrees, but
This is what
well.
We are heading
To the sewage plant? Hopefully not.
Of course.
Oh, look at that handsome.
Uh-huh.
Sunglasses.
Oh yes.
Oh yeah.
Now is the time.
Now you are fully dressed for the occasion. Where would you build your house? Over there.
After some time walking, now it was time for a first stop and breakfast.
How many kilometers we have done?
7.5
7.5.
and almost
Five.
exactly 2 hours.
That's good.
Yeah.
Good rhythm.
So we're like a third of the way. I think.
As soon as we arrived in Castellgalí, the Camino signs were everywhere. Literally everywhere.
Yeah.
Because like how many did we see in Manresa? Did we see any?
No,
A single one.
not a single one.
And here we have seen like how many?
I don't know, but this. See, it took us 20 seconds to find the next one.
We have
Let's see.
passed like 20, 25.
Maybe. So if you don't know where to go, and see, it took us now
Oh.
20 seconds more,
And
and then another one.
Well,
Excellent.
When walking in Castellgalí, we also realized the presence of other signs. We then learned that these signs recreate the path that Ignacio de Loyola traveled in 1522 from Loyola to the city of Manresa. So this is a 650 kilometers route and it is divided in 27 stages. We didn't know that.
right?
Yes, it is lovely.
Now we were back to nature and ready for the wild adventure.
Well, that sounds about right.
Oh, a boar, boar.
I think it was waiting
Yeah,
for us.
it has to pass.
You have to be to the left. I think you have to be to the left.
It's this one there.
We are
It's
experiencing some
very-
flatness.
Very pointy.
Some flatness before going to
A short respite before the real climb
the real climb.
up there. Maybe
Up where?
there.
There.
I think we're not entirely sure, but it looks very pointy.
Yeah, pointy is a good sign. We need to go down there.
We're not going down there.
No?
No, there's a bridge somewhere. And then we go up the other side.
But we need to go down.
No.
We need to go
Down.
Where
down,
do we need to go?
down. Up.
Up.
Not down.
not down.
We're going up. Well,
Are you sure?
right now we're going down.
No, we are going down.
Yeah.
Huh?
Just need longer arms. That will be very easy.
Uh-huh. And then you just need to look from time to time to see when.
You're actually
What are we
filming
doing?
yourself and not something else.
Exactly.
Just filming my beautiful face.
Oh yes, baby. That's the whole intention of this video.
Now it was time for our second stop, and also enjoy the view.
To hold different things.
All right.
Right. Let
So-
the command. Let the commands building. I don't know what I'm saying.
The comments.
Let the climbing commands.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, I almost forgot. Time for a kilometers update.
Done 16 of 24 kilometers. So we have.
All right. So we need to go in this direction.
And those 8 are straight up.
And this spot never sees the
The
sun.
never shines. It's quite the view. Quite the view. But my god. There is a bit of climbing to get here. Now the path is this very cute stony stream bottom that is very much dried out this time of year. Feels like the path is getting narrower and narrower and narrower the further up we go. Maybe soon we will walk the cliff ledge of the mountain. Probably not. How are the legs feeling, Amar?
Amazing.
Liar. Liar, liar, pants on fire.
We're strong.
Oh! And we have our friend, the blue and white, that has been following us
The yellow one.
all day. Yeah, we lost the yellow ones, the nice arrows. I would say this time of year is a good time to do this. In the summer it will be way too hot to climb this path. Way too hot. This is, what day is it today? 26th of December. And it's quite warm in the sun. It was -6 degrees in the morning when we got off the train at 8, but now it's quite nice.
And it's 2 p.m.
And it's 2 p.m. in the afternoon, exactly. And we have maybe 2 hours more of climbing to do, maybe 1.5. We will see. We will take a break when we get to Santa Cecilia's monastery, which is up here somewhere. We saw it before. All right.
Our third and last stop, the monastery of Santa Cecilia.
This is the way.
I have spoken.
So this is the last bar before going to the monastery. We found the steps to Narnia. Wow. Alltid, amor. A high five. Video.
That's how good we are.
I think we managed. We did it. We are officially entering. Okay, I enter. And you?
My turn.
Will you enter?
Yes! I did it.
Something in there, amor mío.
Only tasty stuff.
Asco.
here we have the monolith. This is where the apes congregated to find civilization. And here we see the 7 apes congregating.
Amazing, amazing. I love your story. We did it.
Finally made it up here. It's definitely a walk. What do you say?
It was a well. Very flat all the way.
Very, very flat.
Very flat.
Not a single hill. Flat as a pancake. No dodgy ledges with 20 centimeters to walk and a 100-meter drop off the side. Nothing at all like that. No. Easy peasy. And now we enjoy a nice and cold beer is waiting for us. Or what do you say, Amor?
Yeah, it's waiting. Very much waiting.
The monk's own selection.
Yes, and?
Catalan food.
Exactly.
Oh yes. Well, see you later.
We found our way to the hostel and also passed by the grocery store. We needed some supplies, essential supplies. This is the reward after 7 hours, 45 minutes of walk.
Oh yes, we have
Papita.
papitas,
Cerveza para compartir.
a small beer,
Water
and what did we find over there?
for the addict. Yeah, perfecto.
Para mañana.
Para mañana.
Oh, cheers. We did it. And it said it was gonna take 7 hours 30 minutes.
Yeah,
We did it in 7 hours 45 minutes
with 3 stops.
with 3 stops.
How long do you think we were in the stops?
We were quite lazy.
Yeah.
Total maybe like 45 minutes.
I think the quickest but was the first.
Maybe when we had breakfast. Yeah. Got lazier and lazier. No, I don't know. Maybe half an hour total stop time. Something between half an hour and 45 minutes.
Best idea ever. No, that sometimes it's like wonderful.
I have to say it was impressively cold in the morning.
-4.
-4 or 6 or whatever it was. I almost got lost going to the train station, back at home. It was funny.
But we managed.
We were walking and walking and walking.
The sunrise took longer than I expected.
Yeah, and also before the sunrise it was like pitch black. It was not very gradual.
No. So what are your first thoughts about doing this experience? Because you have done a lot of walking, but like waking up so early to
Not
come.
just long, yeah. Walking up a mountain also.
Yeah. Also trying to find the best path. No,
Yeah.
it was not entirely easy. And okay, like you follow the Camino de
Especially-
Santiago, then the Camino Catalan, but then they
Yeah, in the past we had sometimes it went its own way also.
But then, like as we see, like some of them shells, they have different directions. Like in Galicia, and then here in Catalonia, it seems that it's also on the opposite. So you need to be aware.
Si parla coi gesti.
No, I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think I'm a slow walker?
No. I think we made good pace.
Yeah.
Maybe like you walk a little bit slower than me, but you are like very persistent. You keep going and
I
going
keep
and
going,
going.
keep going. Yeah.
Maybe I'm a bit faster, but also I get tired
Yeah.
faster. In the end, we had a quite similar tempo, I think. I think I'm more tired than you.
Yes, I think so. But maybe it's because of the lack of sleep you have.
Maybe. Yeah. I really don't know too much about GoPros.
Do you think that after today, of course, you need better shoes because your shoes
Definitely need better shoes.
you were bleeding out, coming off hill without noticing. But yeah, but you need better shoes. If you would have better shoes,
And be a bit more fit, I
And be a
say,
bit
while
more fit.
devouring this bag of chips.
be a bit more fit.
It's a whole health club in here.
Think something you can do like maybe for a week every day or no?
Wow.
Because like today we walk a lot.
Well,
No?
the flat part was much easier than the climbing up the
Exactly.
mountainside part.
We continued talking for a bit longer, and then a bit more, and a bit more. We finished our beer and headed to the only restaurant open at the time. We ended the day exactly as we wanted, enjoying Catalan cuisine. On our way back to the hostel, our minds were already on tomorrow's adventure, and the ones that would follow. This marks the end of day 1. Did you like it? In day 2, we will explore and take pleasure in the hiking trails around the monastery, visit the church and the museum, and of course, be captivated by the views. Quite a view, right?